Welcome to That's Good Sports. I'm Brandon. I can't believe Von Miller didn't hit me up to promote his new YouTube channel, his new Von Miller Vlogs channel, Perna. Guys, you need to tweet Von to make this collab happen. Today, I'm going to break down this Jets versus Broncos game by evaluating all of the position groups with my patent-pending point system and award the better group a point. The team with the most points gets the win prediction at the end of the episode. The good news for these two teams on a 3-2 game losing streak is that one of them's going to come out Sunday winners. Real winners, snapping that losing streak. Bad news, nobody cares about Sam Darnold anymore, and Case Keenum looks like a stopgap. That's good sports. Hey, if you're new here, please subscribe to this channel. If you're old here, you can click that little piece of shit notification button because YouTube makes you freaking click it if you want to see my videos. I do have big dick Patreon shoutouts for Jasmine Dalton, upping her donation to a lucky 7, Gooch Whisperer, Paul Dornith, and Charles Eldred. I do appreciate your monthly donations. That is how this channel stays alive. If you want to donate, it's patreon.com/that'sgoodsports. I'm using some of that money to pay Will Keys at WillKeys6 to help me write some of these episodes. And if this continues, big things are in store for this channel, hopefully. The New York, the city where dreams are made of. Jets do get a traditional half-point advantage for home field advantage. Kind of crazy considering they play all of their home games in the New York Giants Stadium. Hey Chargers, the Jets are your best possible future. Sharing a city with a team that will always be more popular than you. It's like living in a house where your parents clearly love your older, taller, dipshit dentist of a brother more. Hey, by the way, Mark, you can eat shit. You barely graduated dental school. Maybe at Thanksgiving, I'll tell mom and dad about your little addiction to nitrous oxide gummy nummy and your after-hours sex with your hygienists, where you only look at their naked bodies through that tiny little dental mirror during intercourse, you sick bastard. Yeah, I need a loan again, Mark. Vance Joseph versus Todd Bowles. No points for either of these coaches. Both have been disappointments, and both could be out of a job by the end of the season. Next, Broncos O-line and running backs versus Jets front seven. Now I want to start by saying Billy Turner's name. Billy Turner played well in Jared Veldheer's absence. He's the unhung hero on the Broncos offense right now, and he's going to have to do it again because Veldheer is out. We know Royce Freeman and the Mile High Fro are dynamic. Yet Devontae Booker gets more snaps than Freeman when Royce is averaging 8 yards a carry? And Freeman has been good in pass protection. No fucking excuse for that. Booker is like Instagram TV, except the Broncos are the only ones who think it's a good idea to keep using it. You might look to the Jets' 108 yards allowed on the ground per game and think the Broncos can repeat what they did to Kansas City. Well, the Jets are also allowing an NFL fourth best 3.47 yards per carry, and their safety Jamal Adams is great in the run game and could be a hindrance to Lindsay and or Freeman. The Jets' D-line and linebackers are the strength of that defense. The Chiefs are near dead last, giving up 5.5 yards per carry. So I think we'll see whether or not Denver's run game is legit against the Jets. Outside of the Ravens, every defense Denver has faced sucks at stopping the run. The Jets do have beef up front: Leonard Williams, Steve McClendon, and Henry Anderson, and linebacker Darron Lee playing very well in the middle with 1 gap and 2 gap assignments. 2 gap assignments. That's what I call a shopping spree. Oh. My only question for the Jets D-line is, can they handle Connor McGovern feeding them pancakes like a waitress at IHOP? McGovern, the IHOP waitress is what we call him in Denver. Yeah, if you've ever pissed off a waitress at IHOP at 2 a.m., you know that's a good nickname. Pro Football Focus calls Connor McGovern the highest graded guard from week 4. I'll give the Broncos 0.25 advantage. Broncos ball catchers versus Jets secondary. The Jets secondary is giving up 7.2 yards per pass attempt. That's ranked 14th. as is their 247 passing yards per game. They do, however, have 6 interceptions on the season, quite a bit better than the Broncos too. I already mentioned safety Jamal Adams, and he's a lethal hitter of wide receivers as well. And he'll probably get the traditional Case Keenum interception to a safety. The Jets secondary, with vet corners Morris Claiborne and Trumaine Johnson, are like Ford Priuses. Reliable, affordable, but not helping any guys get laid outside of an environmentalist rally. The mismatch here may be slot corner Buster Screen trying to cover Emmanuel Sanders if that's how they play him, and Trumaine Johnson has been ruled out of this game. Every week, we are seeing a little more from Courtland Sutton, and I think he definitely scores his first receiving touchdown in this game. If I say it every week, I will be right at some point. And for Christ's sake, stop throwing DT the bubble screen. Stop throwing that shit altogether because it looks like garbage. It has looked like garbage ever since 2014 ended. Please give Deshaun Hamilton a pass this game and get Andy Janovich 3 receptions. Jano has never not caught a pass for a first down this season. Keenum, I think, should target the backs more in the passing game, especially with Garett Bolles looking like an extremely drunk bouncer trying to stop a fight in a biker bar every week. This is a wash. Whoosh. Both unit, 0 points. Special teams versus special teams. Your normally boring matchup has some drama this week. Marquette King had an MRI to evaluate a thigh injury. The MRI came back showing no significant damage. He's listed as doubtful, so we might see Colby Wadman punting for the Broncos. Brandon McManus and Jets kicker Jason Myers, the horror show, half Jason, half Michael Myers. Both have been perfect this year, 7 of 7. The Broncos don't know who the hell their punter is, or whether or not he's faking his injury. The Jets punter has a name I can't pronounce. Lakeland? No advantage here. Lackland, by the way, looks like the love child of Hugh Grant and Conan O'Brien. That Jason Myers murders in Halloween is on Friday the 13th. Jets O-line and running backs versus Broncos front 7. Inside linebacker Josey Jewell and outside linebacker Bradley Chubb are playing a lot of snaps and playing pretty well for the Broncos defense. As rookies, that's very promising for the long-term outlook. Jewell is outperforming Todd Davis against the run, and that was Davis's strength heading into the season. Davis also on the injury report this week. Jewell's also been very good in pass coverage, just like he was in college, and grading out as the best rookie linebacker from the draft so far. Knowing how well Jewell is playing against the run, Brandon Marshall getting healthy, and believing Isaiah Crowell and Bilal Powell won't be spearing tacklers in the chest like Kareem Hunt, I think Denver returns to keeping the rush in check. Crowell and Powell are averaging about 4 yards a carry. Denver's best game up front came week 1 against Seattle's offensive line. Since then, they have been stymied by talented O-line groups. This is a good week for the Broncos to dominate the line of scrimmage defensively. If Von Miller and Bradley Chubb don't have success against Brandon Shell and Kelvin Beachum, then it will be very fair to question this team's pass rush ability. I should be giving Denver a full point advantage here, but they get a half because of the last 2 weeks. Jets ball catchers versus Broncos secondary. Kudos to Denver's secondary for playing a much better game on Monday Night Football, even though they lost. In this game, the one guy they need to worry about is Quincy Enunwa. He's the most talented Jets receiver. Running back Bilal Powell has the second most catches on the team with 10. Late last season, Robby Anderson looked like he would emerge as a legit number 1 receiver for the Jets. But after 4 games this season, he has 1 less catch, 8, than criminal charges, 9, from when he was arrested in January. I also think Bradley Roby is a good matchup for Anderson's speed. I thought Roby did a decent job with Tyreek Hill when he was matched up with him. Chris Harris, I believe, can keep Quincy Enunwa locked up. Unless tight ends Jordan Leggett or Eric Tomlinson will Disley this defense, I think the secondary can build upon what they did to the Chiefs for most of Monday night, especially since they'll be covering the ball catchers for about half of the fucking time. 0.25 for the Broncos. Case Keenum versus Sam Darnold. Talk about 2 quarterbacks who really haven't done much since week 1. Both guys have more interceptions than touchdowns. Both have only one 300-yard passing game. Both are top 5 worst pocket passers, and both make faces only a mother could love while on the field. The upside for Keenum is that he's been very good outside of the pocket with a 108 passer rating. Sam Darnold's biggest issue right now is Josh McCown. But Josh has been like a big brother to Sam, a true mentor to the rookie. Who was the last quarterback Josh McCown mentored? Johnny Manziel. What kind of head games did McCown play with him to force that guy into rehab, and even worse, Canada? Be very careful, Darnold. Be very careful of the whispers from McCown. He's like Littlefinger in Game of Thrones. I like Case Keenum. I really do, but there is no way if you're Vance Joseph or John Elway, you can be happy with his on-field performances. This offense continues to struggle in the red zone, and a big reason is Keenum and Bolles penalties. I do expect Sam Darnold to throw at least one pick against the Broncos, yet I'm giving Darnold a quarter-point advantage, which gives Denver the slight advantage. The Jets have a good excuse for a struggling rookie quarterback. He's only been able to legally buy beer for like 2 weeks. I still want to believe Keenum is better than he's playing, and this matchup is ripe for him to finally sink with his new offense. I'm gonna take Denver 24-21, and I feel slightly good about it. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Please subscribe here on YouTube and share this video with your friends that are Jets fans. I'm sure they'll love it. I'm on Instagram at Brandon Perna, Twitter at Brandon Perna, and I will be live streaming this game on Sunday morning on this channel. So tune in.